Okay, people, we have a packed lineup of stories to talk about today. A lot of stuff, and I'm sorry that there hasn't been that many news videos recently, but yeah, I don't create the news, I just talk about it. For starters, we got an interesting cover for Shonen Jump, and we're gonna talk about it, which, okay, yeah, there's a start. We also got a ton of Dr. Stone news, anime news, some manga stuff going on. We also got some Boruto stuff to talk about regarding the anime and upcoming episodes, and you know, the big horror Actuation arc that a lot of us are highly anticipating. We also got a very huge story about seemingly another huge Shonen Jump title coming to an end, so definitely you want to stick around and watch that story. We got Demon Slayer doing some more amazing things and breaking more records, so we're going to talk about that as well. And we also got a little bit of My Hero Academia news. A packed lineup for today's video, but I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's talk about some anime and manga news, Fornever's A&M, whatever the hell you want to call it. Let's do it! Yes, people, I love making these anime and manga news videos. Let's get into it.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be though.
Okay, so for starters, I gotta ask you people, am I bugging out? And maybe I am bugging out because I posted this on Twitter and I got a little bit of a mixed response, but this right here is the cover for the latest issue of Shonen Jump. And is it just me, or is this shit just like, ugh? So basically it's meant to promote the new manga that is coming out in Jump. I want to say it's by the authors of, or the author of the Promised Neverland gag manga. Not the Promised Neverland itself, but a gag manga. And you see all the characters is done in the same art style, and I don't know, for me, I just wanted to throw that at the beginning of this video that I think that cover is atrocious. Like, yeah, okay, new art style, cool, maybe the manga is dope or whatever, I might give it a chance, you never know. Like, I'm still reading through the new work by the Beelzebub author. It's taking me a little bit of time for that, but you know, maybe the manga be dope itself, why not, right? But oh my god, if I saw that on you know, stands and I was picking up an issue of Jump, I'd be like, I might skip out on this one. I'm just saying, like, ugh. Okay, so let's start off with some My Hero Academia news. Just a quick update. The manga right now currently has officially announced that it has 27 million copies in circulation, so it's getting closer and closer to 30 mil, which, don't get me wrong, that is still a very good number. Don't get it twisted. Just because Demon Slayer is having this very weird blowout of, like, it's at 80 plus million copies at this particular point, almost 30 million for My Hero Academia is very good, and major congrats. 27 million at this particular point. I'm betting by the time this arc that we're in right now that is coming out, you know, in the latest issues of Jump, I think that My Hero Academia will probably reach 50 very quickly, because like right now My Hero Academia is one of the most hottest and craziest manga going in Jump with this arc right here, Shigaraki and everything. So again, congrats, 27 mil. I see that shit doubling by the end of all of this, especially if we get into a time skip or some shit. It's gonna be crazy. Next up, let's talk some Dr. Stone news. Now, we got an announcement for a release date for the Dr. Stone anime's season 2. I believe it's called Stone Wars, and is actually slated now for January of 2021, which is dope, to be honest with you. Like, gives it enough time for them to put everything together. I think it might have been delayed due to, you know, everything that's going on in the world right now, so that's probably why, but that gives a good time for them to get good animation going, make it look pretty, have it nice, and so that there's no rushing or any mess ups on it. Like, by all means, take your time with it. I mean, the Dr. Stone is cool and all, but like, I'm not in no rush to like, yeah man, I need it right now. And also with some Dr. Stone news along with the anime is that the manga right now just announced that it has, I want to say they said 5 million in circulation, 5 million copies, which may not sound like a lot, but that's pretty dope. 5 million copies is still a pretty big number. I mean, I'm imagining Jump isn't the most thrilled because they, of course, would like more. 5 million, like, I think Black Clover has 10 million, but then again, Black Clover has like, you know, 100 and something episodes, but then again, seasonal anime is kind of where it's at right now, so 5 million is okay-ish, but if it doesn't improve with the next season of the anime or somewhere around there, I could see them possibly ending this, because at the end of the day, it is a business, and they do want to sell manga, so who knows what'll happen. But 5 million in print. Also, again, season 2 of the anime, Dr. Stone, Stone Wars, January 2021, so a lot of Dr. Stone stuff to get into with the in the new year. Now let's switch gears and talk about what Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba has done now. It seems as though every other week there's an announcement about a record that it's broken or something else that is done, and yeah, it did it again, which I'm not trying to compare it to One Piece. It's just because One Piece had all the records already, so whenever something passes, you kind of gotta bring up, hey, it passed what One Piece initially set forth. Let's read quickly what is going on, and we'll talk some more. With last week's Oricon sales, Kimetsu no Yaiba has broken the record of the most sold volume within a fiscal year, with volume 18 selling 3.391514 copies, so 3,391,000 copies in 2020, and we're still not over yet. I think they stop in November, so that's freaking insane. Like, that could be 4 million by the end of all this. The previous record was established by One Piece back in 2011 with volume 61, which I want to say that was the first volume of the time skip, selling 3.382 million copies, which again, when it's all said and done, I could imagine this doing 4 or better, which it's going to be real hard. When all is said and done, it's going to take a lot for another series to break all the records at Demon Slayer. Like, I still don't get it. Like, Demon Slayer is great and everything, but it doesn't hit me like I remember when Attack on Titan came and how it felt like a breath of fresh air, and it just changed the landscape and everything, and it didn't do these type of numbers by any means. So seeing Demon Slayer, while it's still an incredible anime, awesome, loved it, that season was insane, animation on point, story great, all of that jazz, I'm still baffled that it is shattering One Piece records left and right, when One Piece, the reason why I did it was because, you know, it cultivated a fandom over a decade and beyond. With Demon Slayer, is like, what the hell is going on here? But again, major congrats. Even as it's already over, it's still doing gangbusters in numbers. And then now a pretty big story. Apparently another huge series in Jump is going to be ending, which is more and more making me understand why Jump is desperate for that next hit. Because you think about it, they just ended Demon Slayer, their biggest cash cow that they've had probably ever since like the explosion of One Piece, you know what I'm saying? So the Demon Slayer went out. Promised Neverland just ended as well. Pretty big fandom. Promised Neverland popular, especially in the West. A lot of people were really excited about it and everything. Promised Neverland over. And now, seemingly, according to this information we're going to read in a second, Haikyuu is about to end as well. Let's read exactly where this is all coming from and we'll talk more. So the Jump Giga 2020 summer volume will feature the Promised Neverland on the cover, and it's releasing July 27th. Okay, probably like, well, what does that have anything to do with it? The Giga issue is named as a commemoration because of the completion of popular works, including already finished series such as Kimetsu no Yaiba, Promised Neverland, and we can guess, based on the cover having this character, the main character on it, Haikyuu will be finishing soon by these statements, which if this comes out July 27th, late July, we probably only have 2-3 more chapters of Haikyuu. To sum up Haikyuu's situation, series will be getting a lead color page followed by another lead color page in the following issues. A similar situation to Kimetsu no Yaiba and the Promised Neverland's ending. Even if this is still just pure speculation, the series is also getting both chapters 401 and 402 with increased pages aside from chapter 402 possibly being the final chapter of volume 45. Series is also being listed for Jump Giga's completed works commemoration, which will be out on the 27th. So it seems as though based on that, within the next couple weeks, Haikyuu manga is ending, which I know that Haikyuu manga has a huge fandom. People love Haikyuu. I enjoyed Haikyuu from what I remember from the anime, the first season I watched. It was really dope. And I know that feeling when a personal favorite, like there's some people that I know that they're really bummed out about it, and it sucks, man. It always sucks when a manga that you really love or a series you really love in general comes to an end. But yeah, seems as though Haikyuu manga is coming to an end by the end of this month, which started to make me look at Jump like, yo, y'all gotta step it up and get some of these series out the door and popping. Like Jujutsu Kaisen need to make some waves. When Chainsaw Man gets an anime, I'm hoping that makes some waves too, because they're starting to dwindle down on what they have. Of course they got One Piece, the cash cow of it all. Black Clover does alright numbers. We just talked about Dr. Stone. It does, it's not doing great numbers wise, so they don't really got a big one with that. What else do we have? My Hero Academia is pretty successful, but it's not doing, those Demon Slayer One Piece numbers, which again, every series doesn't need to by any means. I'm not saying that, but I'm sure they want to replace some of these series. Like, those are 3 huge titles that have just left Jump. Promised Neverland, Demon Slayer, and now seemingly Haikyuu. Like, they are trying to fill that shit up, and with the Burn the Witch manga coming soon, I'm sure that they want to kind of get some decent sales on that to supplement in the meantime until they get another big hit out the door with like Jujutsu Kaisen and all of that shit, because right now Jump is getting slim with, you know, the big titles. I mean, there's some big up and comers, like, again, like I said, Chainsaw Man or even Undead Unluck is getting a little hype as well, and now they just introduced like 4 new series to the magazine. But Haikyuu is a huge seller. It's been top 10 year after year in manga sales, so I'm sure Jump is going to be hurting after this year unless some of these newcomers really step it up and blow the hell up. So Jump, make sure you get on it and promote these series properly so that they could do their thing. And lastly, we got some Boruto news. We got some spoilers for the upcoming episode of the anime, and I'm really not thrilled about it, to be honest with you. And we also got a teaser that was released as well. The teaser showcases the beginning of the Kara Actuation arc, where it shows Sasuke and Sai walking together, going through some alleys. So it seems as though they're going to finally have Sai involved, which that's dope that they're going to have even some interactions between the two of them, because I could probably count on one hand, can't even fill the hand of the amount of times that Sai has talked with Sasuke. And considering like, yo, you were his temporary replacement that nobody gave a shit about, it's gonna be interesting to see the dynamic of their relationship moving forward, especially if they're starting off this Kara arc. We also got 2 anime character designs, like full-blown anime look, for the upcoming characters of Kara that we talked about in one of the last videos with Daypa and Victor. Victor, he looks cool. He looks like his manga counterpart for the most part. Daypa, I don't know, like his face just looks really simple and the tattoo looks really big on his face, so I'm not that keen on Daypa, and I'm really hoping again that they don't Urashiki this dude and he just doesn't become like the next Urashiki. Like if the beginning of the series Urashiki was the big villain of, you know, the filler shit of the anime, then maybe this guy might be the next big filler villain. He might last a long time. I mean, the only thing I'm gonna say is I would love a time travel arc again, and if it comes via Daypa bothering them, why not? But hopefully he's a good villain, and again, just not like a shit tier eyeball eating motherfucker like Urashiki. And let's read the episode synopsis for the upcoming episode. This is going to be the last episode prior to the Kara Actuation arc, so I think it's this Sunday we get the Mitsuki Rain episode, and then this episode, which by the way, it's a Chocho episode, and then we go to Kara. But yeah, let's read. Jump Animation Information Base number 829 from Weekly Shonen Jump number 31. Boruto Anime Ep number 156. I can't stay as slim as I'd like to be at all, and that comes out July 12th. Summary: all of the desserts that were made with red bean are completely sold out. Chocho is facing an unusual situation at a desert cafe. She'll be tackling the problem by working together with Anko, who's both her mentor and fellow lover of sweets. So it seems as though, on a positive note for like the kiddos, because you gotta remember that this is the Boruto anime, a good majority of the reason they do it in Japan and is really successful is there's a whole new kid audience over there that watches this. So I think body image wise, it's a good thing, because it seems as though having Anko, because we know that Anko got a lot bigger and a lot thicker since the end of Naruto going into Boruto, and of course Chocho is plump as well. They're probably going to use this as an opportunity to say like, yo, it's okay with what you look like, you know, don't feel bad, don't let people tease you, shit like that. So I think for the kiddos, that's a good idea in general. So I'm not mad at it per se from that perspective of like, hey, you want to do something that is good for the youth that are watching it, why the hell not? And you know, we could always just skip this episode and wait for Kara if we really don't want to watch it. So I ain't that mad at it now that I actually get the idea of what they're trying to do with having Anko and Chocho paired up for the episode. Am I excited for it? Hell no, but yeah, do something for the kiddos, why not? But I'm curious what you guys think about all of this news that we got with this video. What do you think about Dr. Stone with the anime? Are you excited for the January 2021 release? 5 million sold. Also, how do you feel about Haikyuu manga seemingly coming to an end by the end of this month? Sad. You think that it's perfect, that, you know, it's finishing off because it did a great job and it's not rushing? Also, your thoughts on the Demon Slayer record-breaking news, yet again surpassing One Piece for most sold singular volume in a year. Demon Slayer just never stops, and we still don't got the movie or the next season yet. Like, insane. And again, your thoughts on that god-awful Shonen Jump cover, like what the hell? And your thoughts on the Boruto anime, like just so much stuff in this video. Your thoughts on everything, why not? But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in.
Everything good always comes to an end. If you stab me in my back, we can never make amends. Trying to move to acceptance, hard to accept it. Mistakes like mirrors, gotta reflect it. I don't wanna fucking leave, but I gotta leave. Leave the maybes to the crazies. Maybe one day there I go, admitting something in a subtle way. No more copies, leave without a trace.